He's Yianni, Gresh, part of our New England Nation crew. We're getting you ready for Patriots and Chargers. All right, Bill Belichick, rookie quarterback, even one as talented as Justin Herbert. Do you think Belichick and the D will give him fits?
I do at times, Yianni, because they're going to be able to disguise coverage, and that's where the multiple safety looks for the Patriots really come into play. How do you identify Kyle Duggar? Is he really playing on the back end behind Devin McCourty, or is he in that Adrian Phillips role where you move him up closer to the line of scrimmage? And I think with Phillips and Duggar, those are the pieces that you'd like to try to move around the board a little bit. You can ask McCourty to do anything, and on the whole, he's going to be okay. But how many different looks in terms of in between the hashes and with the safeties can they give Justin Herbert? Because the one thing we do know is that Anthony Lynn has brought, the coach of the Chargers has brought them to this point, but they've hit their ceiling with him, and I don't trust that guy to be able to get a rookie quarterback ready against old Bill B. Hoodsworth sitting there in the lab thinking, oh, all the ways I can mess with this young kid.
Chargers have lost a lot of close games this year. When the Pats are on offense, they did not move the ball well against Arizona. All their points coming off really good field position. How do they improve in that area?
Well, it's got to start with the run game, number one, and they got to get some efficiency out of the quarterback throwing the ball. And the thing he can't do, Cam can't turn it over. Look, ball gets deflected at the line of scrimmage. Okay, that's one thing. You can live with that. That cold bird interception he threw in the fourth quarter where his feet were pointing in different directions and it was like going like this and throwing the ball. I mean, his mechanics are like a 5-year-old sometimes throwing the football in your living room. I'm really serious about that. Like, people think that's harsh, but it's true. You look at Tom Brady and the mechanics and the way he played the position and Cam Newton, it's not even night and day. It's like different galaxies in terms of the way they play the position. That guy can't turn it over and be sloppy with his mechanics and fling it going the other way.
Is there any game planning to anything that happens this Sunday with next Thursday in mind? Whether that's resting guys or if you have a lead, or chances are they're not going to be up 2 scores because they're not built that way. But how does a game 3 days, 4 days later impact what they do Sunday?
I'll be honest with you, and you know my thoughts on, hey, there's no reason for Julian Edelman to come back. And before he got put on the COVID list, that to me, I think was going to be the wrinkle, is that maybe Edelman didn't play against the Chargers, but even if you fly him out there later, if he's already out there, you have him play against the Rams, so the Rams have to prepare for that slot receiver to come back into this offense. Otherwise, it's really on the running backs. You know, James White had 1 target. There was 1 target to a running back last week. So my hunch tells me against the Chargers, we'll see the backs more involved in the passing game if Cam doesn't turn it over. And then maybe, just maybe, and this is just hunch on my part, Edelman is the wrinkle for the Rams game.
Who wins and what's the score?
Boy, that's a tough one, because you can make the argument that both these teams should be 5-6 or even 6-5, both of them. I have a funny feeling, though, the Chargers are going to find a way to keep it close, and then they'll soil themselves in the end. So I'll go, 27-23. Patriots beat the Chargers. There is a chance this could turn into a high-scoring game.
Oh, I like that. All right, Yianni Gresh, part of our New England Nation crew.